Where last we left off, our heroes arrived in the Feywild to find themselves surrounded by this thick fog that seemed to block their path to the castle and some other areas of the land of Prismere. And so they journeyed through the swamp of Hither, the first section of Prismere, encountering brigand herring guns, summer court fairy dragons, land rising and falling with marshy water, encountering a living hill and a key-obsessed goblin, an inn that walked its own path, and den of said brigands. But eventually, they finally made it to their first destination, the village of Downfall, home of the Soggy Court and possibly one of the three hags. But you are here looking for a guide to help escort you through the mist. Not an easy task, as apparently these guides are hand-picked by the hags, and the hags will likely try to hinder your progress, given your objective. But we return now to a stolen skiff, a herring gun captive, and all of you on board as you sail in, and you are greeted by some bullywugs. However, only Bosch seems to be able to understand them, as they are speaking in Sylvan. Welcome to Downfall, travelers. Ribbit.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello.
Permission to come aboard as I step off the boat.
You would actually find it difficult to step off the boat here. It's a little steep, and as you kind of get up and move to kind of get off, the bullywugs will say just like, there is a dock just around. You can find landing there, and I'm certain that our king, Gullup, kind of looks to his friends, what number are we on? 19, sir. The 19th, yes, Gullup the 19th. Would be honored to make all of your acquaintances.
Oh, that's real nice of him. I guess we'll boat around.
But yes, King Gullup the 19th is currently in his gazebo with his court.
So guys, let's boat around, I guess. Say the king wants to meet us.
The king?
Yeah, Gullup the 19th.
Golub the king is just sitting. I don't know if it's a good idea for us to just rub elbows with the local monarchy.
Okay.
You want to go into town and not talk to him then?
I mean, we were trying to kind of lay low, weren't we? Also, you can understand them.
Yeah. Somebody else can understand him?
Eve shakes her head ruefully.
I think you both croaked at some point.
Point to our Herringon captive. Like, you heard him, right?
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay. Yeah.
Drat, I knew I should have taken Sylvan.
It's quite all right, ma'am, says the bullywugs.
What?
In common.
Ah.
We mostly like speaking the Fey tongue, but everyone here knows common as well.
Oh. Oh, that's good to hear. Well, it's nice to make your acquaintances. Thanks for being so welcoming.
A pleasure to meet you.
We're just kinda traveling through. Where might we go to kind of interact with some of the local population? Get some opinions on where's nice to go around here.
Oh, the king would know for certain. The king knows everyone. And everything within his soggy court.
That's very nice. But we're just common travelers. I think we're a little bit shy around royalty. I don't think it's quite necessary for us to bother someone so special as king.
There is no need to be so humble. After all, you bring the Witchlight Monarch with you.
Raises her eyebrows and looks at Virgil.
And he'll give a bow to Virgil.
Eyes are shut, just nodding his head left and right, like, no, this ain't happening. This is not happening.
The snickering of 3 draconic heads can be heard.
Truly a blessed day to meet someone as esteemed as you. Yes, I think the king would like to meet you very much indeed. Just around the bend there is a dock.
Our lord would be honored to meet
Shut
your monarch.
Shut the hell up, you fire-breathing pair of boots.
Should I call you Master Virgil again?
All of you. Get it in while you can, because I might fuck this all up.
As you wish, our king.
Real quick question. Has His Majesty been the
don't even
king
start,
around
boss.
here for a while?
How long? I know it's here somewhere.
For my co-conspirators above game, I'm trying to figure out if perhaps he was king before hags came in, and maybe he might not like them that much.
That would just be way too convenient for us, though.
That would be
Wouldn't it be?
amazing, but I feel like, considering the fact that he's the 19th...
They couldn't remember which number he was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
What are we
killing
on?
someone and they're like, you sit, you sit, like, until they find someone that's just...
No, you weren't the right height. No, you.
Oh, God.
yeah. I'm looking for it. I know it's here somewhere, but I cannot find it. There's so much in here, and oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm fine stalling for time.
I
mean, in the meantime, we can continue poking fun at Virgil.
More monarch references.
You will fight an entire fucking city of frogs.
I remember our first time talking, Virgil, about how you are not a lord and you did not like to be called one. It is, I find it quite humorous now.
We'll let her in through the back door. I know.
still think they made the wrong choice.
I disagree. I think you are perfect choice.
I fucking hate this place. Actually, he's thinking about that above board. Wouldn't like refusing this dude be really bad?
Could be.
Definitely be insulting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I found it. And it's vague.
Oh man.
So
Okay, awesome.
I'm just gonna roll a die, which I should have done in the first place. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's see, I believe
Gonna be a long night.
it's been 5 days. Yes.
Fucking hell. Yeah. He's on board.
Pardon, that was.
One of the longest we've had, actually.
Oh! Wow, what was the shortest?
I believe it was 2 minutes.
Ah! Oh, that's
Yes.
quite unfortunate. What happened with that particular monarch?
Let's see. He had challenged the previous monarch to a battle, as is customary, decapitated him, and then himself was decapitated almost immediately. It was a very eventful day.
I'll bet.
3 monarchs in one day.
Bosh, we need to make you king of the frogs.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna pass if that's an option.
What frog is gonna decapitate Bosh?
You haven't met all these frogs yet.
I mean, if you're curious about knowing about our previous monarchs, you will be able to view all of them on the bridge.
Oh, are there like commemorative statues or something?
No, that's where you put their heads.
Ah.
One Dark Ages, okay.
All right. Well, then I suppose we'd better be off to visit this this wondrous king. Thank you very much for your information. You've been very helpful.
It is my pleasure, ma'am. And once again, absolute honor to be in your presence, sir. Kind of gives another bow to Virgil.
Just go talk to your king, but let's go get this over with.
Yeah. All right. You arrive at the dock. And a couple of things you notice. At the top of the map, you can kind of see like a image of the village kind of from the side. So you'll notice that there is a fairly large structure in the center of the lake. And right now, you have made your way over to the dock over here, next to this balloon. I should also mention the dock itself is somewhat ramshackled, and the balloon is anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts, driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals, as you see swamp gases fill it briefly before leaking out through various tears in the patchwork fabric. And you see Bullywug stands near the top of the ladders and is using a long silver needle and a spool of catgut to sew up one of the openings. And a second Bullywug stands at the foot of the ladder to steady it. And huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects.
Look. It seems they captured one of those balloon creatures.
Yes, and you are free to move about.
He was just kind of staring at the balloon and its attendants curiously.
I will walk up to them and or get into whatever proximity I can and be like,
Oh, hey, you guys make those things here?
Yes, a little bit, says the one holding the ladder. Mostly repairing nowadays. But you are visitors, yes?
Yeah.
Then I would say that our information would be paltry compared to what our king would have to say to you. And we are a bit busy as it is.
Cool, thanks.
And that wasn't so.
I guess they're kind of grumpy. I'll say in my sleeve.
So, talking to the king? You don't want to, disappoint him by not saying hi, right?
Yeah, I guess we don't really have much choice at this point, which means... Eve kind of, like, pats Virgil on the forearm. Hey, you're gonna be the one that he's gonna be interested in talking with, Virgil.
Yeah, that's a mistake. That can't happen.
Eve's
Don't know
fingers
this
kind
place.
of... Eve's fingers kind of dig into your arm a little bit, and her smile gets a little bit hard. So, you remember what we talked about with the manners situation?
That's why you're gonna be the voice of the king.
Voice of the...
Monarch, where the fuck I'm called? You're talking for me.
I mean, I feel like he might see that as rude, that you don't even deign to speak with him directly and instead must speak through an intermediary. We don't want to be rude, now do we, Virgil?
The odds of us getting into a fight if I speak are very likely.
Virgil,
Like,
look at me.
very likely.
Look at me. You can do this. You can be polite. You can be civil. You can...
Can't even say that with a straight face.
Listen,
Anybody have, like, some cloth or something? We can pretend Virgil has a toothache.
Bosh, I'm trying to believe in himself. Don't give him an out yet.
I think that is a smart idea, Bosch. Yes, a toothache.
You can just kind of look imposing and regal in the back and have your herald talk for you.
They're on
Miss
board.
Harold?
You should too.
Would you?
We just talked to a bunch of his subjects. You don't think that might be a little bit suspicious that you just suddenly developed a toothache
They're also
in
watching.
between conversations?
They're also watching you right now.
Oh, Lord.
They're just watching you have this conversation. Like,
Ears.
these are,
Are they in earshot?
yeah.
They're
Oh,
like right next to us.
Shit!
I see no problem with this.
Yeah.
Oh God, we've learned nothing.
Yeah, you are there. They are there. You're not very far away from them.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, Virgil, you gotta do this, okay? We don't have a choice at this point. Listen, just... You know how you made me deal with being called captain? Hey,
I just found out you owned a ship, okay?
Just, for a little while, just deal with it. Just pretend that you're a lord. You technically are. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with you at this point. Just polite. You can do this. We're all counting on you, okay? We don't want to get into a fight here.
Wrong person. Maybe Gaz could talk. He likes that a lot.
If you so wish that of us, King.
Why does that happen every time?
We, as your noble arcane advisor, would be more than pleased to speak to the King of the Bullywugs on your behalf.
By the way, is help still here?
It has been more than an hour.
Alright.
God. I'd be terrified just chilling, a beholder chilling with us. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, another
We're gonna
thing.
go
Also,
through the
I would
tomb.
like everyone to roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
This is where I wish Virgil was human, so I could drunk.
Our heads are on point today.
We covered, like, if Virgil drank the blood from a drunk person, could he get drunk?
Get intoxicated for me now!
All right. Everyone but Eve. Eve, you're a bit more focused on trying to convince Virgil to take the reins. Everyone else notices that your herring gun prisoner is currently trying to leave with the boat.
I mean, we don't want to go back, do we?
Any other way we can get the hell out of this place?
I'm
Seen
gonna
other
launch a
skips.
firebolt in his general direction.
Ooh.
How far away is he?
Hey, I brought you here, and here you are, and clearly these bullywugs can take care of you way better than I could. So I think I should just be on my merry way.
We find that you are a fitting member of our entourage. You will remain with us. Unless you'd like me to send you on your merry way in a more permanent fashion.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage, as you have demonstrated your ability.
Yay. Not great.
Ooh.
We're so bad.
That's okay. He rolled a 1.
Oh.
Buddy.
Yeah, okay. And then he just starts tying the skiff to the dock. Guess I'll be with you guys.
Congratulations. You will be the Witchlight Monarch's court jester.
Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds pretty funny. So I'm cool with that.
I can really feel the joy.
Or anybody anywhere else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Been dead already. Alright, so where the hell is this king at? Like, what path do we take?
It's in the gazebo, right?
You are pointed to over here.
No?
Here.
I don't see anything.
I am on the GM layer. Here.
Ah.
Got it.
You wouldn't see a way over there that doesn't involve going in through the fucking fog?
I see rocks.
You would know that
Is that-
they pointed you to those rocks.
Oh, no.
Is that fog actually like dense fog? Or is that just map?
It's a little foggy, but you'd be able to see your way. You would see that there's kind of like a path that you can kind of take that would take you around to this building over here.
Well, when in Rome? I mean, what's that? Where's... Anyway, let's go.
I think these rocks look fun.
Who crosses the rocks first?
If anyone is hesitating at all, Bosch is going to go first.
The
Because it does
playground's
look like
above.
fun.
Do you take it one at a time, or do you decide to skip a few?
I think one at a time, at least at first.
Okay.
They look like they're kind of far apart.
They are they're within stepping distance. You wouldn't actually need to jump from rock to rock.
I wouldn't need to jump. I'm not sure about Eve.
Eve has boots that would allow her to do it very easily.
That's true.
Damn, been a minute for those. I forgot about those.
Yep.
The reason why you
Riding
have-
and springing.
Well, the reason why Eve has 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we have control over tokens, huh?
I
Eve's
Hope
movement
so.
doesn't really come up too often.
Eve will help Solly across if she's having trouble.
I think I got this.
All right.
Send the NPCs to scout for landmines.
Do not have control over Virgil.
Son of a...
Huh.
Nor I.
We just stay here. They can go talk to the king, right?
Veritas' sword, right?
Veritas is indeed sword.
Or one's his name?
Decree.
One's
Decree.
decree.
One's decree.
That is me.
No, not a ghast, a gauze.
Thank you. I got it. We who are 3 will stand next to one's decree.
All right. You may begin crossing the rocks.
I like to think we're all just standing here like, who goes first?
Yeah, that tracks.
As if this is a giant chasm.
That's right, I can hold Alt. Go to exact spots. Ooh, now where? Again, I am enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking about there might be.
All right,
danger.
stop.
Okay.
There it is.
As you step on that rock, Bosch, it kind of gives way a little bit, and you hear it grumble at you, just like, "Hey, watch where you're walking."
Oh.
In
Oh,
ingratitude. And you see that you have stepped on a Galabdur.
Don't know what that is.
Gesundheit.
That's
Right?
that is what Pebs is. Only this one
Oh.
is a lot bigger and can talk in common.
Oh.
That's a cool looking creature.
Yeah, Galabdur.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, huh? Make a persuasion check.
Mosh versus the rock.
Menu.
I didn't really feel a lot of feeling in that apology. Try it again, but give it a bit more meaning.
Please excuse my transgression. I didn't realize that you were a person and not a rock, and if I'd known that, I wouldn't have stepped on your head.
Another persuasion check.
Oh, well done.
All right. Fair enough. Honest mistake. And you'll watch as he kind of raises one of his hands, and he will move out of the way, and one of the other boulders will kind of move to fill in the gap to allow you to cross. I'm glad you failed past that, because otherwise he was going to take the path away.
Oh no.
Oof. Which, by the way, is the water? Is it like stagnant water around us, or is it flowing?
It's softly flowing. It's there's definitely some like pockets that are stagnant. And you can see that like that swamp foam kind of is built up in these areas. You know what I'm talking about?
I can smell this image.
But yes, however, I will say that the water around the stepstones are only 4 feet deep, but it's so murky that you can't see the bottom.
Times.
But yes,
Wow.
Galabdur will move out of the way.
Cool. And as I walk past, I will stop. If he's willing to, I'll extend my hand and be like, thanks for running the path there, Bosch.
They call me Cobb, and he will shake your hand.
We're just coming through to visit. We got the Slight Monarch back there.
Ah. Best of luck with the bullywugs.
Thanks. Enjoy the murky swamp water.
I will.
And he kind of folds up and if you didn't just see him talk to you, you would think it was just a rock. The way he folds up.
Cool.
And yes,
We'll proceed.
you are now able to cross the rocks without any issue. There you go. That's the rock encounter.
Yay.
Got like the
Cool.
never-ending story in their head during that whole moment. I'm going to make sure our NPCs cross.
They cross just fine.
Escort mission.
Ah,
Walk
escort
as
missions are
slow
the
as the
worst.
slowest escort.
They all walking at the speed that's in between walking and running, so you have to
Yeah.
run and then walk.
I hate that.
That's the Assassin's Creed experience.
That's
No,
that's,
actually, I was going to
that's-
say Resident Evil 4.
No, it's every game. Trust me,
Actually.
it's every
Yeah.
single
Oh,
freaking game.
Bioshock Infinity was the best escort mission.
Well, yeah, but I really
He
did.
gave you shit.
Well, yeah, but book or catch.
Better than, hey, listen!
Well, that wasn't really an escort. Anyway, we're getting off topic. You find yourself at a wooden structure that stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch, and smoke curls up from the hole at its apex. The windows are blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood. A clothesline attached to one of the corner of the building's exterior is hung with a variety of frayed patchwork garments.
Go around it.
Looks like we can go around it.
Could I have everyone roll a perception check as you go around it? Veritas, this is a nice day. As for the rest of you, as you pass by the open door, you hear shouting inside in that same language that only Bosch understands. And Bosch, you hear, "Grab a bucket. We have to make sure these fires are out."
Oh, guys, if we want to make friends, Apparently something's on fire. Do you want to help him put it out?
Fire?
Oh, yeah, in here.
Oh, okay. Well, do we have anything to... Well, probably weird to have a bucket on us, but... Anything we can scoop up some of this water with?
Veritas turns into a bucket.
Oh! Well,
Really? Okay, that's on you, buddy.
I am here to serve.
All right. So do you head on inside?
let's do it. Eve will take off her outer jacket wrap half cloak thing and just kind of like dunk it in the swamp water and bring it with her, sopping wet.
All right. Trying to think about... Yeah, let's do this.
What?
As you enter the room, this room is a charred mess. Hazy smoke hangs over scattered piles of burnt and broken shelves, intermixed with whatever those shelves contained. Wisps of smoke snake into the air from several spots where smoldering wreckage threatens to ignite. A distressed bullywug in a leather smock scurries around the room with a bucket of water whose contents spill out over the sides in his haste. You there, please, out! The bullywug screams in Sylvan at you and kind of points over at some more buckets.
Oh, they're asking for help.
We'll say in common.
We're on it!
Fuck, alright.
Where are the fires? Are those everywhere that's labeled coal?
Right. So, those icons that are labeled coal are floating and on fire.
I'm sorry, what?
They are animated coals. As if,
Huh.
like the spell animate objects. So,
Oh dear.
This is a fight.
it is. I'll need initiative.
Oh my.
Enjoy that bucket.
Awesome.
I just go right after you, Virgil.
Yep, and you're a fucking bucket. What is a bucket gonna do? Like, I'm really curious visually how you're gonna cast
It is a
spell.
ranged, improvised weapon.
How much water you got stored up in your...
How much can a standard bucket hold?
Holds enough to deal a certain amount of damage to these little coals.
Alright.
So here's the thing. You can either splash water on them, or you could attempt to try to submerge them. Alright. I should get him in this initiative. He is ready to go. Alright, the bullywug is going to immediately take his bucket and toss the contents at the one next to the door. But unfortunately, as he tosses the water, the little coal shows that it is quite agile and zips away from the water as he misses. And would then get some more water.
Where's shape water when you need it?
Please, can we not?
So he will he'll kind of if you let him, Eve, he's going to try and kind of push past you to get to the water.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so he's going to go to there. And with that, that will make it your turn, Eve.
Okay. Eve will... Oh. This is a wall, huh? That bit? So, alright. I guess Eve will go up to the one that he was trying to put out. And she will attempt to throw her sopping wet cloak over it.
Alright. Are you attempting to smother it?
Uh-huh.
I will need a grapple check.
Oh boy, okay, you got it.
You can grab that rabbit scarf. You
So
got
that'll
this.
be an athletics check.
You got it.
Versus their acrobatics.
Oh, good. Okay, I rolled pretty well.
You tied. Which unfortunately means status quo. They are not grappled.
Damn.
You attempt to throw your sopping wet jacket, and they're able to just kind of barely zip out of the way. But you can tell that you were close, but they are quick. That was your attack action. Any bonus actions you'd like to give out?
I think I'll save that because who knows when we're resting. Can I scoop the cloak back up?
I would say it's still in your hands.
Oh, good, okay. Then I'm good. I'm just gonna shimmy around to give people better access to the room, I think.
Okay.
I'm not there. Yep, I'm good.
All right. Virgil. Smell of soot and ash kind of fills your nostrils.
And the trusty companion is a fucking bucket. Cool. I will... If I'm near this area, I will... Veritas in the water and fill him up.
All right. Veritas, you are filled with water, as that will be your free item interaction.
And I will carefully make my way into
Water noises.
the area to see if there are any immediate active coals. I'm assuming that one.
Yes.
We'll get within like 5 feet of the damn thing and just chuck it on them.
All right. So
This
you
ain't
are
gonna work very well.
So you're attempting to splash it with the water?
Yes.
All right. Then I will need a improvised weapon using your dex. You do get a
Cool.
You get a +2 because of where Eve is standing.
Am I considered a +1 bucket?
Yes. But
So
you
y'all
are
know.
still an improvised weapon, so he does not have proficiency.
Grand total, that's a +4 to this roll. Holy shit. 21.
And with that, you do indeed splash it. Roll a d6 for damage.
Well, Grace.
3. You splash the coal, who is now looking like at about half of its former glory, as it is kind of sputtering and spitting.
That's everything, because I'm not going to cast Spiritual Weapon. I have no bonus action besides that, really. So we're good.
All right. It's the Cole's turn.
Wait a minute, you forgot about Bucket?
I did forget about Bucket. It's the Bucket's turn.
As the water splashes on the coal, the handles move as electricity starts to come from it, and one of the handles like unfurls, showing a long appendage as he casts a shocking grasp.
All right. Roll to hit.
And hiya!
The long bucket tendril reaches out, but unfortunately, the coal is just much faster than you were expecting, and a 14 will miss.
Oh shit.
Does that conclude your turn, Bucket?
Bucket returns the handle to normal shape,
All right.
and its turn.
The coal didn't like being splashed with water, so it's actually going to try and set your bucket on fire. That is a 15 to hit you, Bucket.
Bucket has 10 AC. Come at me.
You take 2 points of fire damage and are now on fire.
Congratulations, Master Virgil. You now have a flaming bucket.
I'm the Headless Horseman.
All right. You can see that other coals are in the room, kind of scattering about, and they seem to be setting some things on fire. One of them will come over and try to set you on fire, Eve.
Come at me.
That is a 12 to hit you.
Ha! Miss!
As the burning coal tries to attack you, you are ready for it and are able to dodge out of the way, saving your nice clothes.
Eve is using her sopping cloak as like the thing with the bullfighting. Olay!
Alright. This one's going to foolishly attempt to set Virgil on fire. Nope. That's a 9. That would have missed the bucket. Alright. The other coals are busy making fires in the back. Bosh.
Okay. Does this merit a magic bullshit? I think it does. Bosch is going to rage. Even though it's not going to help him with air damage. Let us see.
Might help with some other.
Things happen. Could help with other things, yeah. Okay, so apparently a flump appears.
Hello! I'm not grabbing the flump token.
Yeah. That's fine. And yeah, Bosch is going to try to stamp out the hole that's in front of him.
Alright.
It was athletics versus whatever it's doing?
Yes, to try and smother it.
Okay.
So you would have advantage. And
Yes, I would.
alright, there's a very specific number I'd have to roll to beat that. I almost rolled it. I got 24. So you are able
Enough.
to begin smothering it. Which... Right. It will take damage at the start of its turn. For the smothering. However, you are a barbarian. You have 2 attacks. So you could try
Yes.
to smother harder, I guess. This is a strange encounter.
Yeah, this is a little weird. I'll try to smother harder, apparently.
Alright, for this one, just roll an unarmed attack.
Okay. So I guess I have it grappled?
Yes, but that just reduces its movement speed. All right. A 17 will miss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As you're kind of holding it down, trying to smother it out with... what are you using to try and smother it?
It was thinking I would come in and just... Oh, it's floating at about... Is it floating at about, like, eye height?
About. A little lower than that.
Okay. I try to just grab with a hand and... I know this thing isn't that big, but try to grab it and body slam it to the ground.
All right. You do so, but you... you kind of realize that it's so small and grabbed in your hand that when you body slam it to the ground that it didn't really do anything to it because it's in your hand.
Okay.
All right.
And at end of my turn, Ray's cousin explodes. Probably not next to me because then I would take damage. So we're here.
And that's what, just
I think
that's just a 5-foot radius thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. And
I'm not sure that it's going to do anything because I think it's fire damage.
is it fire?
That happens.
Is it fire damage?
Let me double check.
Do check. That is important.
Oh no! It's force damage. Okay.
Okay, good. What is the save for that?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah.
Pass. Super pass. Natural 1.
So, one of them gets a d6 apparently. Yay! I took 1 damage.
And it's the one you were holding too.
Of course.
Yeah, one of them rolled a natural 20, so... Sorry.
Seems like these are dexterous.
Seems like it.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Alright, Gazrakul.
Wow. Gazrakul looks rather blatantly uninterested in like helping people, but go ahead and use some movement to walk up the gangplank a little bit and you know, I suppose this one's a tough one. Where's that clothesline?
Over here.
Oh, way over there? Well, that's not useful. Man. Trying to summon the urge to care. Are they objects?
Would you call them animated objects?
They are animated objects. Is what I have.
So rules as written, object is in the
what are you trying to cast?
mage hand.
Mage hand. I would say for that one, that would be a grapple check, but you use your intelligence modifier instead of your strength.
Okay, guys are cool. We'll summon a mage hand over here. And just a flat intelligence roll, or?
Yeah, it'd be flat intelligence roll.
Alright, the hand is going to attempt to just squish the coal.
Alright, you grab on to the one that's between Virgil and Eve, yes?
Yep.
Alright.
That one.
They are grappled and are smothering. They will take damage at the start of their turn.
Good deal. So, that's all they'll do besides, you know what? They'll do a bonus action just to unfurl the, Astromancy Archive.
Alright.
But their look of general disinterest continues.
Alright. The bullywug, frantically getting water into his bucket, will walk over to here and just like, gotta put it out, not hug it, and will splash Bosch with water, attempting to hit the one that you're holding. And stat? What is a bullywug stat? And unfortunately, just gets you sopping wet, but not the coal in your hands.
Okay.
Damn it. Goes back for more water. He's so helpful, isn't he? Eve.
Alright, well, the one between Virgil and I is currently already being smothered by a mage hand, right?
Yes, you see a spectral hand that is currently gripping it, and it looks like it is slowly killing the coal.
Okay, well, assuming that one is being dealt with, Eve is going to try again to throw her cloak over the other one right next to her.
Alright, give me that athletics. Oh no. So you rolled a 14. It's pretty good for you. It rolled a 23.
Oh my god. Ah! Stay still!
It does not look like it wants to stay still.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, I guess that's my turn.
All right.
Eve will stay where she is.
Alright, Virgil. Your bucket is on fire.
Yeah, I know it is. And oh fuck.
I feel slightly warm.
You should.
Oh no, it's getting hotter.
God damn it, I don't know. Oh, fucking run out. Back to the goddamn thing.
It attempts to take attack of opportunity on you.
Cool, do it.
19.
That'll hit.
For 4 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Kind of gets singed on your coattails.
And I'm just gonna shove Veritas in the damn water.
Alright, Veritas.
Glug 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 glug.
You're no longer on fire.
Ah, I'm cool now.
Alright, and filling up your bucket is a free action, so you do still have your action.
And I can own. I'll fucking. I can't make it back in there. I only got 15 feet of movement left, which will get me there. I'm gonna action dash. And in between these two, and hopefully Veritas can do something self with being filled. I don't know. Turn into a super soaker, my man.
Alright. Veritas. You are a bucket. And no longer on fire. And you are full of water, which gives you purpose.
I'm filled with purpose.
Yes.
Alright.
Veritas, I choose you. Use water gun.
Veritas, also known as One's Bucket right now, is going to take the water and shoot it back out of the hole like a water gun.
All right. Give me a give me a ranged improvised weapon attack.
Yep, a straight roll. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, it's a straight roll. I wish I had something. But a 17 will miss.
Yep. As it.
But I will say...
I'm imagining that it just covering everything else but the coal.
Yes, I will say, but this was a more efficient way of dispersing water, so you have enough water for another shot of that.
Well, it's a good thing that was my whole action.
Yeah. And with that,
I might be able to help.
it's
This is dumb, but is that an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw?
it is an attack.
It's an attack roll, and I have no modifiers, mind you. That was a straight
Well,
roll.
Don't do
that's
what
the
you
thing
think you're
is-
gonna do.
Is you're so close. I'm not going to use Portent, but my Astromancy
God.
Archive. When a creature you see within 30 feet, it makes an attack roll. Blah blah blah. Blah. You can use your action to expend one charge and force the creature to roll a d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or a penalty. So one of the gems within the Astromancy Archive shines very bright for just a moment, and Veritas feels a little better as he can roll a d4 and add it to that 17.
All right.
Hiya!
Soft 20. Which one were you hitting?
The one that burned me, and also Master Virgil.
All right, the one that is currently gripped by the spectral hand.
Yes.
Roll a d6 for damage. For as you spray it down, it sputters and eventually just kind of goes limp in the mage hand, as it is now just a regular piece of coal.
Yay!
A very, very wet piece of coal, but it is a piece of coal. No longer animated. But now it's time for more animated coal. Bosch, go ahead and roll a d6 of suffocation damage. Alright, you can feel it's hot in your hands. It almost feels like it's starting to kind of like sear in there, but you kind of clamp down and cut off its air, and you can feel that it's getting a little colder. It's about halfway there. A little more. But these coals are going to try to hurt you. So yeah, that is a 25 to hit you, Bosch.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's going to deal 2 points of fire damage, and you are now on fire.
Cool.
Oh shoot, Virgil, you were on fire, weren't you?
Got hit. You didn't say I was or wasn't.
If you got hit, you would have got caught on fire.
Copy. So yes, I'm on fire.
Right. So at the start of your turn, you would have taken 2 points of fire damage. And
But can we assume that
oh wait,
he
no,
knew he was on fire?
you got hit when you left for the attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you didn't take that 2 points because it hasn't been the start of your turn yet. Never mind.
There's potential. More. Cool.
Right. If he had caught on fire and went to the water, do you think he would have just doused it while he was there filling up Veritas?
So the thing is that it technically takes an action to put it out. It would take an action to put Veritas out, but since he was completely submerged, I was just like, he was completely submerged in water. But yes.
Makes sense.
But anyway, yeah, Bosch, you are on fire after taking the, I said 2, right?
Yes.
Right. And then the other one will attempt to attack Eve. That is a soft 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll do.
All right, you take 3 points of fire damage, and are on fire.
Yep.
This is all great fun as Gazrakul watches.
Some more coals start filtering out, and Virgil, one of them attempts to make you even more on fire, but misses with a 10.
This is a vestige of horror. Vampire on fire. Sweet.
Best part is chilling outside with my immunity.
But don't worry, there's more. This one rolled an 18 to hit you, Virgil.
Yeah.
for 4 fire damage.
Cool.
This last one can't join the fun, so it's just going to set a little fire where it's standing or floating. Make the building more on fire. But all right, Bosch, it is your turn. You can feel the coal in your hand starting to go out, but it is still trying to fight you.
And I am on fire.
And you're on fire, which reminds me. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Can I, if I would move, can I bring the coal with me?
You are 2 sizes larger, so yes, and it wouldn't have any consequence to your movement.
Okay. First thing, the beginning of my turn, Harry's cousin appears right here.
Hello.
And what I would like to do is use my movement to go into the water and submerge myself so I'm not on fire anymore.
And with the coal with you.
Yes.
All
What
right.
does this do to the coal?
Guarantees that it will not be animated much longer.
Okay.
You've essentially, when it starts its turn, it is guaranteed to take enough damage that will take it out.
I guess I'll need to stay in the water until its turn for that to happen. So I will stay in the water. When my turn ends, Flump explodes, and we'll need dex saving throws from those 3.
All right, dex saves. 15, 16,
Pass.
and 21.
Okay, so they take no damage.
Unfortunately. Also, Bosch, pay no attention to this roll, but I need you to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
How you gonna say pay no attention?
All right.
Sneaky.
All right. Gazra, cool.
Sneakily splashing into the water.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Guys are cool.
10.
Slowly just walks in next to Virgil.
My lord, your pantaloons seem to be on fire.
And they will maneuver the mage hand over to this one and attempt to smother it.
All right. Roll your intelligence check. A 14 on my end.
Yay!
All right. It will take a d6 at the start of its turn.
And, yeah, that's it.
All right. Very useful bullywog frog will come in with his fresh bucket of water. Careful, it's got a hand! And will splash the one that is currently gripped by the mage hand. Or, we'll try to. Try and fail to.
The MVP.
More water! Eve, you're on fire.
Yep.
You take 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. Well, You know what? Screw it. Eve's just gonna try it again. Worry about the fire afterwards. She's gonna one more time, 3rd time's the charm. Try to throw her cloak over this thing.
Here we go!
Luigi.
Oh, and it's not gonna work.
Oh no.
As you try
Damn, Eve, come on.
try one more time, you notice that your jacket is no longer damp.
Ah! Eve will just, I guess, start shoving her way back toward the door.
All right. You are going to take 2 attacks of opportunities.
What?
Didn't this one die already?
Yeah, I thought that one was dead.
Yeah, but there's one right here.
That one I was factoring in.
Oh, so you want to, like, kind of skirt along the wall?
Ideally, but if that's not possible, bring it.
No, that's possible. I was just following the route you were moving in.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, just 1 then. And that's an 11, so that misses anyway.
ha! All right, I can get here. I'm good.
So close, yet
It's fine.
yet still on fire.
Yep.
All right, Virgil, you're on fire.
All that damage. Yes, I am.
I already rolled damage. It'll be 2.
Okay. Apply. This is really getting rather annoying. Animate objects, are they considered creatures?
You're considered animated objects.
They're kind of both. Tell me what you want to cast.
Oh, this is fucking stupid, but I'm so getting tired of all this shit. So this Cole's dead, right? Or no?
Correct. That Cole's dead. I'll put an
I'm
X
going
on
to
it.
maneuver here between these two.
All right.
That's the opposite direction I need you to go in.
Well, it only works. Okay. This only works in a 20-foot radius. Right?
All right.
So, I want to cast sleep on these motherfuckers.
You know that's
that-
all gonna go to me first, right?
So I will let you know that sleep. You don't think sleep would work because if they're any creatures, they're constructs.
A bitch, I have no other thing than should have brought create water.
Exit the building, get more water.
We need shape water, guys. Come on.
One time that cantrip is godlike.
Just cancel what you were doing and leave the building.
Make a machine gun out of shape water. You can do it.
Yeah, I don't have that. All I got is thaumaturgy. I can make these motherfuckers glow brighter, different color, or dimmer.
Shout at them. Shout really hard. Maybe you'll blow one out.
Actually, is one of thaumaturgy's things you can put out a small fire?
Oh, I cause flames to flicker.
Prestidigitation, I believe, is the one that does that.
It does do that.
You can put out a campfire. Actually have the spell, but I don't think it would occur for Tabash to use it.
I need water and Veritas.
Yeah, he's about half full now.
I'm going to gingerly. They're floating, correct?
Yes, they are floating. Yes.
I'm going to put him underneath one and raise him up to submerge the damn coal.
All right, roll a grapple check.
I don't do that with this character.
Well, guess what?
Athletics?
Roll in athletics. Ooh.
One.
24.
These little bastards are strong.
I'm also rolling really well. No, they're dexterous. As you slowly raise the bucket to try and capture it in your bucket, it slowly raises with the bucket.
Quit being a dick. Quit being. Get in the water. Just quit being a dick.
All right. Any bonus actions? And also, would you still want to take that move action even with the knowing the sleep?
If I knew the sleep, no, I just would stay there next to fucking us.
All right. Then you may be back there if you so wish.
Bonus actions, I got nothing besides spells, and I'd rather not cast anything right now.
All right. It's the Co's turn.
It's Bucket's turn.
It's Bucket's turn. I need to have you on the freaking.
I will.
Because I pushed.
I will fix this, and I will just change it.
Yeah, add yourself to the
there.
turn order and put yourself after Virgil, because I would.
My bad, but yes.
You're already after. Never mind. You're good.
Damn it, Goss.
Do whatever
Bucket,
you're gonna do, man.
Bucket believes that water gun is best weapon. As he shoots out as the one that's floating above him.
All right, go ahead and roll your d20.
Hiya!
Nope.
Nope. God.
In your excitement, you think just like if I make the nozzle bigger, if I make the hole bigger, but you just end up decreasing the pressure and you kind of just spittle out the
Your
water.
fucking sword, I can hit shit.
Any bonus
You
actions?
haven't told me to change it back, so.
I know. Because I think a bucket is useful because it carries water. I thought about many times using you as a weapon in bucket form.
Bucket will cough on some of the water that it's drinking, and will end its turn as there's no more water left.
All right. Bosch, you see the final bit of steam escape the coal as it becomes inert and is just a regular piece of coal. Guys are cool. Go ahead and roll a d6 for the one that you grappled with your mage hand.
Sure can. That's a whole one.
A little less smoke is coming off of it.
Success. Great success.
But yes, they will now attempt to try and set all of you on fire once more. This one will
Please do.
move to here. This top is going for Virgil. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
For 1 fire damage.
Oh.
Middle is going after Bucket because it's annoying.
I know.
That's a 19.
Come at me, bro.
19 to hit for 1 point of fire damage. And you're on fire again.
All right.
And last one will go for Gaz. That is a 14 to hit Gaz.
That hits.
All right, and I don't think it's going to matter much, but 2 points of fire damage.
No points of fire damage.
Yep. You are currently on fire, but you don't care.
Scaridra are immune to fire.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Couldn't you just eat these things?
Probably. But it's so much more fun to watch you all catch on fire. And, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Ah.
Bosch, you have an inert piece of
Right.
coal in your hands.
Assume it's a free action to let it go.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I've got some bullshit planned, but first, let me see lines of sight. Yeah. I think with the flump has to appear where I can see, I think. So I guess a flump will appear right here at the start of my turn.
All right.
And rules lawyer question: the extra attack feature, can you split it up with movement,
Yes.
or do both
Yep.
attacks have to be taken in the same spot?
You can absolutely split it up.
Okay. And I will move here first and say, I'll help you out, Eve, and I will shove Eve into the water.
Eve, do you resist?
can certainly
You know
try.
what? Just for funsies, let's see how this goes with my +1.
You may roll acrobatics.
Oh well, too late. I already rolled athletics.
What's your acrobatics?
My acrobatics is
Not enough.
3.
Right, not enough.
Nope.
That's the right answer.
Splash into the water. You are no longer on fire, and I need a stealth check.
Oh god. Oh no, I don't like this.
We're gonna
Bosch
awaken.
just pushed her into the mouth of a crocodile.
Oh god. Bosch killed Eve.
Alright, 23.
It's okay, we're sneaky.
Sneaky splashes.
Yes, indeed.
We all need to go for the Olympics.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get into range to hit one of these things.
Sure thing.
Think the experiment of grappling them showed that maybe it's better to just attack them.
Mayhaps.
I can pass through Veritas's space, right?
Yes. Technically, Veritas isn't
Because-
actually there.
I just
Okay.
like to be there in spirit.
Yeah, technically, he is
I'm
in the same
gonna-
space as Virgil.
If I go there, I'm gonna get hit by my own thing. Damn it. It's fine, whatever. I will go there and attack this one.
Alright. With what are you attacking?
With with the Dragon Tamer Lance, apparently.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, get to
How
that.
this goes.
A 13 will miss.
Okay.
As you try to level the lance at this tiny little piece of coal, you find that it is quite difficult to properly aim. As every time you line it up, it just kind of shifts a little bit over.
And at the end of my turn, Jerry explodes. I'm standing next to it, so I'll make a dex saving throw.
Do you have advantage on dex saves yet?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Just makes it,
Oh.
I think.
Matters.
Assuming the coal made it too.
Oh, the coal absolutely made it. 17. So 13 is your DC?
Yes.
Alright.
Pretty sure. It should be con plus proficiency plus 8, right?
That's typically how saving throws work.
Oh, 13.
Alright. And with that, then we go over to Gazrakul.
This is also very exciting.
You take 0 points of fire damage as the fire rages on.
You may want to put that out when you get the chance, but far be it from me to tell the Witch-like Monarch how to conduct his business.
And Gazrakul is going to rather purposefully just stride through the room. I'm definitely trying to draw all their opportunity attacks.
They are but humble coals and will... I don't know why I'm rolling. They try to. They try. Maybe they hit. Maybe they don't hit. It really doesn't matter.
And then he squares up to this coal in the back corner,
No, I didn't see you here before.
and he's going to pet it.
Roll animal handling.
Oh gosh. That's
Is
a
this-
straight roll.
Is this gonna be one? Is this gonna be your
Uh.
pet? Botch has Pebs and you have burning coal.
Man, if only.
You
Tis but a 9.
You successfully pet it.
That's the turn. Oh, but this one stays. Do I have to roll anything to keep it grappled?
It not on this turn. It would honestly. It's just gonna keep it. You have it, and it doesn't look like it's trying to really fight out of it. It's just looking like it's trying to set as many things on fire as possible.
Alrighty, the hand just stays attached.
Yeah. All right, come on. You got this, man. Throw your bucket of water. He misses again.
Oh.
Oh my fucking god.
This poor boy.
for everybody, but we're gonna need some results.
This poor
Here.
bullywug.
This house, hasn't it not burned down yet at this point?
Don't
Because
say
Getting
that.
it hasn't burned down
He
because
has a pyro.
because he keeps missing, and there's a small puddle that forms every once in a while.
Oh, he's doing a good job then.
He's just running back and forth. You hear the wet slaps of his feet kind of going to. As he refills his bucket again. Eve, you are submerged in water, having been shoved by one of your dear friends. How dare he?
Great. All right. Eve will clamber out of the marsh. You know what? Not even grumbling about it. It's for the best. And hey, now her cloak's wet again.
It's true.
Great. She will run on back. 5. All right. And, you know, I can't do psychic damage to these things, so I'm just gonna keep throwing my cloak at them. Let's give it a shot. You know?
Who knows? Maybe I'll roll a 17.
Yep, maybe you will.
Maybe. Once again, just whipping your jacket back and forth, just like, get in the jacket!
That's my turn. I will
You
end
can
it
move
screaming in
away.
frustration.
You could
Oh, I
actually,
could.
because, yeah.
I still have 5 feet left. Will I use them? Well, I guess Mr. Bullywug has to get in. Sure, I'll take an opportunity attack.
They've been all burned.
They've all been provoked already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Thanks, Gaz.
He's good for something.
Yep. Virgil.
Me and this Cole, we've got something. We're working on something.
They're vibing.
You take
Master Virgil.
2 points of fire damage.
I got a question for you there, Max. Would you consider a bucket a light weapon?
It is an improvised weapon. But it would be light.
Cool. I'm unsheathing Volt Edge and I'm taking 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Master Virgil.
for-
The reload.
However, using the bucket as a melee weapon will be a strength roll.
Yes. Fully aware.
And
I'm
it-
slightly better.
And it is a +1 bucket, so...
Oh God.
So yeah.
+3 to this attack roll with the bucket. You know, the bucket's gonna be the second one. So fuck, you and Vault Edge first, since I have modifier shit.
I don't blame you.
Three to hit.
Alright. You have had enough of this shit. You unsheath Volt Edge and slice it up, and you literally cut it in half.
Fuck.
It falls to the ground. The fire goes out. You have 2 pieces of a piece of coal.
I was loaded right in front of me. I'm moving in between these two, and I'm focusing that one. Sorry, buddy, but you're a bucket. I gotta do it.
Bucket.
Whee!
Yeah, no, that's a 5.
You swing the bucket, but you forget that it's a bucket, so it kind of flops around.
Make a more sturdy handle.
But
Oh, okay, thanks.
alright.
That's my turn.
Bucket, you have been swung.
Bucket, as a bonus action, will make a sturdier handle.
Alright. The bucket is now rigid.
And as a... there's 2 coals like in front and behind us, right?
Correct.
And I am going to wait a minute. So is Thunderclap just 5 feet in front, I believe? or is it around?
I believe Thunderclap is a cube, right?
Um,
Oh wait, no, that's the cantrip, isn't it?
that's the cantrip I'm talking about. Yeah, it's because it says range 5 feet, area burst that can be heard 100 feet away. Each creature within range, other than you must make it succeed on a con save.
It's just a radius, no?
Yeah, then yeah, it's just a radius around you.
All right. And the two rigid handles will clap together as everyone 5 feet around makes a con save.
Yeah, so that will be Virgil and that will be Bosch as well.
This is fine.
And this will be the little coals.
Oh no.
Is your DC higher than 16?
My DC is a 16.
Okay.
All right. So Bosch takes no damage. The two coals, a 2 and a 1.
That's 14. Not. That's not. Just imagine that being, 6 thunder damage. There. That's better.
All right. This shockwave goes out. It's really uncomfortable to hold this, Virgil, as it kind of rings through your hands, but it snuffs out both of them as they both fall to the ground, now flameless. Does that conclude your turn? Well, I guess, yeah, actually, that's everything you got.
Yeah. Mission accomplished, Master Virgil.
All right. There's one coal left.
Good job, buddy.
Gazrak.
Why are your ears bleeding?
Gazrakul.
Yeah.
Tell me how you're going to try to convince this coal.
They're going to whisper gently to it in Abyssal.
If you come with us quietly, I can keep you alive and burning eternally. And we will burn so much more than this pathetic shack. We will set flames to palaces and kings. If you will but join me.
So, it is a piece of coal. It has an
Yeah.
it has an intelligence of 1.
Yeah.
I am now trying to think of what I could possibly make you roll.
Arcana, maybe? It is an animated object, so, that could be in our realm of study.
Mayhaps,
No, it's gonna be a performance roll.
but I'd rather it be intimidation because you did an abyssal.
I can try that. I am technically proficient in that. Technically proficient.
Technically proficient.
Hold on. Actually, I have an ability. It's kind of a waste of this ability, but I have this ability. I'm going to use
It's fun, it's not a
Vigilance.
waste.
Oh no, that's not the right ability. Nope, I don't have anything.
All right.
I have an ability, but it's not the right kind.
All right. The coal seems insulted and attempts to burn you, but you are immune to fire, so it is unsuccessful.
We're gonna slap it.
Bosch, what do you do?
Can I even see the coal that Gazrakul is holding?
It'd be difficult. You would just kind of notice that Gazrakul seems to be speaking in a weird language and has something. It's weird.
Okay. Just double checking that I
Certainly a
cannot.
creepy language.
I think I can actually put into this music. Because really, you kind of got it.
I don't think I can. Yeah. I don't think I can see the other coal, so I'm gonna start putting out fires.
All right, you start putting out fires.
And I suppose my rage would drop.
Yes, and I think we can say that initiative is kind of done. Although Gazrakul, unfortunately, you are. I'll give you one more chance to convince this piece of coal.
Okay. Gosh. What do I have? Ooh, I'm going to point at it, and I'm going to firebolt it. Maybe that'll get the message across.
All right. You miss. As it kind of just barely kind of dodges on by. And
I have arcane okay, so now I'm going to use the ability that I actually have. Sibling Rivalry is the name of the ability. But I have the feat Arcane Quap. Okay. Damn homebrew. It is the arcane variant at the bottom. Once per day, anytime you make a spell attack and fail, as a reaction, you may grant your sibling head a chance to make another attack roll with advantage.
all right. Roll again with advantage.
Come on, dice rolls.
All right.
21.
21. You are able to impact this small piece of coal with fire. It burns brighter for a moment. And yes, I will allow you to make an Arcana check to convince it.
Come on, dice rolls.
Oh my god!
Buddy.
It was never meant to be.
I just want to call familiar. Ugh.
It's attacking me. Kill it.
I'm going to portent that.
Oh god.
You don't need to.
I'm going to portent it.
I
What?
rolled lower than your natural one.
Oh my god. Oh, my life.
All right.
This is what it's come to.
With that demonstration of fire and it burning a little bit brighter, it kind of comes over to you and starts kind of nuzzling itself on you, seemingly attracted to your flame.
Okay.
So yeah, you have
Flaming hope.
a coal quote unquote familiar.
Yeah, I don't know that spell. I need to learn it.
I'll whip something up for you later.
Many thanks.
It's really hard to hit. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's got a pretty good 2-hit of a +7. Has a speed of 30, 6 hit points, and a dex of 20, and a con of 10. Everything else is 1. And
Good to me.
and it takes damage whenever it is submerged in water at the start of its turn.
Hey, you don't have to worry about being stuck in a dark room with no light source anymore.
That's so true.
We need to get together with Pebs and your coal pet.
Need to collect all the elements now.
Us and this chunk of burning carbon have come to an agreement. It will travel with us.
Well, as long as it
Yes,
doesn't
it-
burn down my home. /work.
Did he just throw another empty out another bucket onto the ground, the floor?
Yeah, there's still some, flames. Actually, you, Gaz, you kind of look up and you notice that these two rooms are very much on fire.
Oh.
Hurry, more water! And if all of you are willing to help, you are able to quench the flames.
Yes, somebody should go see to that.
Gauze doesn't
I'll
help. He
absolutely
takes
help.
his new coal and he kind of walks outside.
Right, but yes, easily enough, you're able to put out these fires.
Eve does so by smacking at them dejectedly with her cloak and grumbling to herself.
Master Virgil, any recommendations on the bucket length, size, look? We might need this
Don't be a
again.
fucking bucket anymore, please. I don't think we're gonna need a bucket in the future.
Shovel? Pick?
How about my sword?
And he changes back to the very much opulent looking holy weapon one's decree.
Well, I thank all of you for helping me. Rabbit.
Is that what was going on with them? That was an ordinary fire.
No, it wasn't. Got our typical shipment of coal the other day, and they just came to life. Tried to set everything on fire.
Where the hell did you get the coal from?
Not really sure. The shipment comes in with other supplies that Bavlorna gets. But
Once you got this shipment, these things burst out, you opened the shipment, and they came flowing out. How did you get from point A to point B?
well, I used the coal to tan some of the fabrics that we use for the swamp balloons. So they came to life when I ignited them. But please, you have done me a great favor, and so I will do one for you. And he will hand you, Virgil, this brass brooch that's in the shape of a fly.
Why me? Take it, but why me?
You're the monarch.
Wear this when you address the king. It will garner a bit of respect.
Okay, you're the title that Carrie did that already, but okay.
Well, more respect doesn't help, does it? Or it does help. Does it? Things to ponder.
Oh no. First time being here in Prismere.
Well, welcome to Brismere, then.
Little one over there, she enjoys it way more. If you have any stories, tell her all the stories you can.
I'm gonna roll something for him.
Oh,
Alright, that's what I thought. Well, I hope that you and your daughter have a wonderful time.
Oh, you're an ass, Max. Oh, I gotta clean up.
Eve, who
Drink
is
water.
just still kind of smacking at cinders on the floor with her cloak, kind of looks up and like looks around and then points at herself like, me?
Master Virgil, you never told me. Neither did you, Miss Eve.
Oh, well,
Relation.
I feel
you
left
didn't
out.
ask, did you?
Great.
But if you would excuse me, I have a mess to clean up. I'm behind schedule now.
Out of curiosity, when I take a look around when we were setting out fires and stuff, what kind of stuff is in this? Is this just like a warehouse, or is this like
It looks like
actual living house?
It looks like it's part warehouse, part tanners. Like there's equipment for like tanning stuff in like this main room, and in those back rooms seems to be a storage space, but almost everything is either ashes or close to.
Where the hell is the gazebo? Let's get this over with.
Just across the bridge, where you'll be able to see our proud history of previous failure kings.
My God. All zoomed in right there. They have fucking faces.
I mean, heads generally do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sad
on
faces.
the map. It's like 2 dots in a little line.
Yep.
Oh.
As well as something else.
Great. Let's all just we can get this over with.
Yeah, let's get going, Dad.
Oh nope.
Well,
He just
also,
hops in his tracks, looks down, just goes nope, and just immediately power walks the fuck out of there.
Eve calls after him. Oh, sorry, I meant my lord.
Lord Dad.
Lord Dad the Second.
Women. This makes Eve a princess.
Oh boy, pirate princess.
The pirate princess.
Isn't
Oh no.
isn't there a Netflix series?
Yeah, I think there is.
Oh no. Also, as we're heading out, I will apologize to Eve. Like, oh, sorry about the shove. I think this will help, and I will use prestidigitation to try to get the swamp filth off of her.
Oh.
Since I assume that's not clean water.
No, it is not. There's a thin layer of scum that is on her.
I'm guessing it, even though I clean off the mess, it's probably looking like you've just been blasted with wind.
Her big bushy ponytail is just sticking out in all directions.
Oh, well, thanks, Bosh. I appreciate the gesture. I guess it was better than being on fire.
It usually is.
A very
Yeah.
fitting look for royalty, witch-like princess.
Eve does a dramatic curtsy.
All right.
Josh, by the way, is still all wet, and Ponscemian does not clean it off.
Oh.
Yet.
You're cold.
Yep. All right. You get onto the bridge, Virgil, having been the first one to get there. This flat wood plank bridge, which spans an arm of the lake, is lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on spikes. And at the center of the bridge, you see a small figure with its feet dangling over the side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in kind of bemoaned tones.
Probably don't figure out what it's saying. It's most likely speaking Sylvan.
You don't, but you do hear one other thing. You hear all of the bullywug heads start to speak to this figure, and the ones that are farthest away you can hear very clearly say, "What? I couldn't hear what they said." As you see that the bullywug heads are talking.
Stops. Just slowly rotates his head to the left, cocks it to the right a little bit, and just looks at this like, what the? He's just staring at all these heads talking. Slowly makes his way towards the figure.
The one closest to you looks over to you, just like, "What are you staring at?"
Oh, I mean, talking without a body, just a head on a stick.
Well, you don't talk with your body. Talk with your mouth, which is what I have.
Actually, I do.
Damn
and I
good
gesture
with
the
it,
middle
too.
finger.
Ah. Bit of a rude one, aren't
Bodies
you?
can't talk. You said bodies can't talk, and I was just trying to prove to you that they can.
I suppose that's fair.
Are you talking without just a head on a pike? Are you talking?
I'm just talking.
Are you supposed to have a heart? You alive?
This is your first time to the Feywild, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm very taken back right now. A row of frog heads are talking right now.
And have you killed anything yet here in the Feywild?
Fire. We literally just killed some sinkholes.
But are they dead? Or were they even alive
I
to begin
kind of cut it in
with?
half. Really not in the mood for a philosophical conversation since I gotta go talk to your... By the way, which head are you? Are you like 18, 17, 14, 10? Which one?
Now, I was King Boltus of Stinkwater the Third.
Ruled here, though, right?
Yes.
So you all just changed names. Okay, cool.
Yes, I was their greatest king, and the one next to him just like hell you were.
Looks like you guys have a lot to discuss. Good luck with that.
Well, we have a long time to do so. A whole eternity. And then the both of them get the 1,000-yard stare, just like, oh my god.
Just stare at them and like, sink in yet? Looks like it did. Yeah, you all have fun with that. And I walk towards this figure that's mumbling.
All right. As you get closer, this figure, damn odd.
Fucking what?
You see... Where do I begin with this person?
This is not good when the DM has no idea how to describe it to a player.
I suppose the first thing that catches your eye is the fact that it doesn't have hands. It has claws, like a crab, and they're blue.
Crap, gotcha.
You see that its legs, it has these like nice like mud boot kind of things, but you can see that between the where the foot is and where the pants stop, you know, in that gap where you'd see leg, you see sticks.
Oh, okay. So
inside of its yellow tunic, you see straw poking out. And where a head should be is instead a gourd. As you see this individual.
What?
Yeah. Yep. That is...
Virgil.
I don't know what that physically supposed to be.
The more time we spend here, the more it feels like we're in the abyss, not in the Feywild.
Oh,
That
hello.
you speak to. Okay, this is. Hi. And, who I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Ah, I am known as Clapperclaw, the Scarecrow. Although I'm not very scary right now. Kind of motions to his head with his crab claws.
I mean, the claws are, like, I'll say terrifying, scary. But,
Are you scarier at some other time?
Well, when I have my normal head,
Oh, what happened to your head?
oh,
Normal head, I mean.
Bavlorna has it, I think. Agdon Longscarf stole my head, and then gave it to Bavlorna.
that rabbit asshole, yeah, we met him.
I would.
Oh, that's.
I want to go in there and ask her for it, but she's scary.
Go in where and ask her for it.
He points to the building in the middle. That's Bavlorna Brightshaw's cottage. She stays in there most of the time. Only rarely does she come out of there. I'm just kind of waiting for her to maybe pass by, and maybe I'll pucker up the courage, but I don't know. As they kind of hang their head, you hear the sound of coins rattling inside the gourd.
Well, we don't know if it's any recompense, but we have with us one of his men if you'd like to take his head for your own.
No, I want my head.
What exactly does your head look like?
Oh, well, it kind of looks like yours, but without all that skin and muscle and stuff.
Oh. So a skull.
Yeah, that's it.
It's pretty scary, yeah.
That would be quite intimidating.
Yeah, I know, right? I missed a word. Oh, right. It's like yours, but if you had antlers.
Ooh. That sounds pretty neat.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. They're all the hags are scary.
Yeah, that's not the word I would use personally, but business with the king, maybe, if we find the time in right place, right time, we'll try and help you retrieve your head.
Oh, really? That would be most appreciative. I don't have a lot I can offer. I only know of I think, but if you can think of anything that you would need, either here and hither, or even in thither.
You've been to thither?
I'm double checking it's thither. It is thither. Yeah, that's where Granny Nightshade made me.
So can you travel freely through the fog then to get there?
Yeah, she taught me how to traverse through the fog, but I ran away so I wouldn't have to do any of the bad thing she wanted me to do.
Right there, one quick second. I'm just gonna turn around. Can Princess come here real quick, and he's going to close the distance to talk to Eve.
Yeah, huddle up.
You huddle.
Quiet time.
242 on 3. Yeah, that head is main priority for us at this point.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's an amazing stroke of luck. Especially
For
since
the expert.
Uh.
For a gift. If we get this head for him, asked to do this, correct? Where we at?
Well, a favor for a favor. So, in theory, unless I guess he deems it as, not similar in scope, but I mean, getting that head back would be a task. So I think it should be fine. I think it should work. If we can get it, that's the issue.
We have to do, and he points towards the building in the middle. What we have to do is get there, right? Like, we just take this gift and there.
I'm sorry, what? That's...
Gift. Just on the damn thing, take the herring, dude, folk, whatever the hell you want to fucking call him. Take us there.
I'm confused.
So above us, where the bridge is, there is, past all that smoke, a giant tower, which I'm assuming is the place that Bavlorna stays.
Oh, right. We need to get there via the waterways.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
is right here.
Oh.
Oh.
Right here?
At the center of the city.
Yeah, that place above the fog is the place that you're at, just looked at a different angle.
Oh, a different viewpoint.
Like you guys,
Map
you guys are
on
right
is
here.
over top.
Like you guys are currently right here. This is the bridge that goes to the gazebo.
That's cool.
Okay, good to
Notice
know.
that there's a clothesline that goes from the cottage we just saved from fire straight there.
No, I'm not doing that.
I feel like that would be a little bit obvious if we were shimmying across it in broad daylight, and I guess that doesn't really change here.
I have to admit, though, the idea of seeing Bosch climbing that sneakily is amazing to me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dog from an Emperor's New Groove.
Wilnad will pipe up. So I know that. So I guess our path takes us directly against one of the hags. Didn't really think it'd be so soon. Would it be too much to ask if we could kind of figure out the bullywug so that I didn't have to take Sully into a hag's residence?
Yeah, we're still gonna meet the king and all the pleasantries and all that. Okay, don't worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I will. If there's a review, get back, and the weasel's still there, still gonna give it a bad review for your food.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, so we have kind of part of a plan. I mean, we'll have to figure out how the hell we're gonna be doing this with getting the head back, but...
And we have been in through a lot of shit shows since the beginning of this merry band of whatever the fuck we are. We've stumbled and bumbled through everything. We have to physically, thoroughly think things through. We're going up against possibly one of the three. We all on board for that.
Well, we should try our best to avoid fighting if possible. We do not want to fight one of these hags. So,
Eve glances around. Is anyone in earshot of this?
You see one of the bullywug heads kind of straining to listen.
oh god.
I see that.
It's pretty obvious.
Of course we're
Hey,
not
mind
gonna...
your business. Talk to them. He's a better king than you. Debate it.
Oh, please, that's old news and an old topic. But what you're talking about, who that is, delicious gossip. Making a move against Bavlorna, that would be something to see.
Oh, we're not. What do you mean something to see? Do you mean that in a negative way, a positive way?
Or in a literal way, because, it's kind of the only thing we can see.
I've got two important questions, and I'll out of the huddle to Claw. I mean, two things to ask. Just, do your normal head, do your antlers grow every year and fall off, or are they just the same?
Oh, they're just the same.
Cool. Other thing, be more important. If we go in and take your head back without asking for it, is Bavlorna gonna be mad at you?
I don't know. It was stolen from me, so I don't know. But
We'd be more than happy to topple these Fey Monarchs one by one.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could ask for it. I heard that the hags do like to make deals. Just do be careful. They like to skew them.
No. Sorry,
I feel like if we ask first and say no and then just try to take it, it's probably going to go real bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
We are
I don't know about anybody else, but I don't see any possible way of us interacting with one of the three going even close to the word good. It's going to be along the lines of, what are you doing here? You want, get out. Else.
Miss Eve,
Yes?
I don't remember the last time we've had a civilized conversation with something that we are trying to deal with.
Yeah.
The last time I remember talking was at Ubelix. I can only imagine what you've all been through in my absence.
Huh. It's been a ride, Virgil.
He kind of glares at the heads and points at the one who's listening and says, and then thinks better of it and puts her finger down and says,
Well, listen. You like seeing interesting things, right?
I do, and we do as well.
Well, if you rat us out, you're not gonna see anything even vaguely interesting. Are you?
Oh, that'd be rather drab.
Wouldn't it, though?
Well, yes, it would.
So, yeah. If you're interested in a show, I recommend, just sitting back, watching, and not mentioning this conversation to anyone, right?
Roll an intimidation check. Because currently, he's not getting it. It's going...
And
It is literally going over his head.
And
Shut your fucking mouth!
one's decree will help, and after Eve says right, a voice in his head says, right?
Well, yeah, right. Oh, you're threatening... okay. Well...
I mean, I'm merely letting you know what the most logical course of action would be for you fellas here. I imagine it's very boring just sitting here watching nothing all the time.
It is. But also, I am a decapitated head on a spike. I do wonder what it is that you could do to me.
Did you do whatever's down there?
We could take you off the spike and put you in the water.
That sounds nice.
Or Or we could just leave you here to your misery, or you know what? We could even just turn you around on your stick so you can't even see
No,
the actual
don't
drum.
don't turn us around. Please, no, anything but that.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess you'd better keep those lips zipped, huh?
My lips are sealed, and he'll take his tongue will extend from his mouth and make the zipping motion across his mouth because he doesn't have a hand to do it with.
Eve nods approvingly.
Good.
Well, that settled, thank God.
Anyways.
Master Virgil.
Virgil, hands up straight.
I don't have any lips to seal.
I'm trying to help you, so you'll just be quiet, right?
Okay,
We're assisting you.
I'll just be
Sit
here.
here like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Master Virgil, we have a king to see.
Yeah, I know. A soft fabric and everything tries to look presentable as possible. Starts making his way towards the end of the bridge.
All right. A grand marble gazebo stands atop a mound of soggy earth. Its white stone, streaked with green and algae, the support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the dome cap now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywugs, dressed in shabby clothing, lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. And on the dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded underneath him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap, and is mouthing the words as he reads on the pages. Without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th?" He slams the book closed as if to punctuate his question regarding you for the first time. And sleepy bullywug guards standing around the monarch snap to attention and kind of grip onto their weapons. And I will present the image of King Gullop the 19th in all of his glory.
Kind of concerned right now.
Ooh.
Oh, the monocle kills me. The dome. It's amazing.
This flabby dude looks easy to decapitate if it comes to it.
He has that like floof. You just follow that perfect guideline.
Yeah, you know, you would really think that they would just wear helmets the whole time.
Hey, I just noticed the crocodile.
Oh my god. It's all...
Gauze, is that a distant relative?
We will burn you alive. Not today, but one day.
The advisor has a tiny mustache, too.
His fucking name. The fucking crocodile's name. Ah!
Okay, we're gonna figure that out real fast.
Oh my god.
Snappy McSnappington.
Nope, better.
Oh boy.
So when he does that and they all come to attention, I just look over my left shoulder at Eve.
Oh. Eve will sidle on over. curtsy and gesture to Virgil and announce in an officious tone. Introducing the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival, Lord Virgil.
Oh,
Lord Virgil.
it is good to see fellow nobility.
I will treat him like did the Neverwinter, and I will bow. Think about going to a knee, but I don't, and I just bow to him.
He will give you a slight nod to you.
I was told that wish an audience of me.
An audience with me. Yes, I do enjoy treating visitors, albeit today, of all days, is a bit of an interesting one, and I believe that you have arrived at the most opportune time. I have recently come into possession of this book. And he kind of holds up this big, thick book. And on the cover, it says, Big Book of Bad Blood.
Yeah, seat.
This book recently found its way into my hands, and I request that it be returned to its proper owner.
And who would that owner be?
That would be Bavorna Brightstraw. And just assure her that we found it, and that I did not steal it.
You wish me be your messenger?
That's correct.
If I do this, what do I get in return? I've already helped one of your men out with a fire. And he'll put his hands crossed in front of him and have the bracelet that's on his left hand showing.
Yes, you have already made friends. That is most excellent and a good sign. I would say that an invitation to my esteemed court would be in order.
We return this book to fucking words. Lorna. Return, we get an invitation to your court.
Yes, and with it the benefits of such a agreement.
Quickly look around towards the face of fucking panic. Just looking at him like, does that sound good?
What's the benefits? Master Virgil.
I don't feel like asking that because that just sounds like a rude question. You told me to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Maybe, can you ask if, Solly and Wilnan can hang out here while we go, so they don't have to win?
Quickly turns around. Majesty. Members of my troop wish to stay here. Your thrall, earning they can your days. While we turn the book.
Oh, well, that can be easily arranged. So I take it you will do this favor for me?
Blue looks over his left shoulder at the group. Thumbs up, anybody? Thumbs down? What?
The Witchlight Monarch, a messenger boy for frogs. Yes, we think this is wonderful.
I know you do. I'm just want to fight right now. Like, not me and you, but like us versus this fucking place. Trying really hard right now. Appreciation cause, come on. Entire time he's trying to like give you a look.
You get a psychic nod, in an agreement.
Not sure I voted. Turns around. Yeah. Yes, we will gladly do this.
Ah, excellent. And he'll kind of raise his hands up and give a little... See to it that they get their proper attire to address Bevelona.
Fire.
And the guards will come over just like, come along. Gotta get you fitted.
Did what? That wasn't.
And they'll
giving
kind
it
of
back.
hook their arms into your arms and try to kind of tug you along. How much do you resist?
Not resisting at all. It's very much like a comedy skit movie right now. Like, you can carry me away. I'm still talking to the king.
Right, and they carry you away.
His new clothes gonna be pretty.
Oh, the prettiest.
Is this just for Virgil, or is this for everyone?
Oh, it's for everyone.
Oh.
Well, what are you waiting for? Follow him.
Take that back now.
Oh.
Beat your comic, Cassandra. Not happening.
Am I wrong?
I mean, I got a better charisma with this character.
It's true. But all right. You are taken to this building over here.
What is that?
This ramshackle hall is built around a big tree. Two of the tree's limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. The interior of the hall is roomy, with an open floor plan that allows occupants of the upper floor to look out over the lower one. Bullywug courtiers crowd into the space, filling it with their guttural croak. Their clothing is faded and stained with mud. And they, guiding you, Virgil, will guide you into one of the rooms, place you upon this little kind of stump, and will immediately start to begin taking measurements. Alright, ready? Alright. Grab it.
Watch where you put your hands. This was not a part of the agreement, just so you know. I was just going to give a book back to a person.
But you must look the part, sir.
That's my lord.
Hmm?
You give her stuff. You got the color pink.
Hey,
Oh, sure. I like pink.
we might have pink. In fact,
Periwinkle.
is pink the only color we have?
Oh,
They're
good. So
all
that
gonna
means
be
Virgil
pink,
gets
okay.
some too.
Oh, no. Actually, no. It's all green. Sorry.
Oh,
But yes, they will.
You're going to be out of colors for a while. Your tanner kind of burned up. Sorry about that.
But yes, they will attempt to size all of you. Does anyone resist?
Even me?
If you make your presence known, maybe.
I have not made my presence known.
Alright.
I'm enthusiastic about this. This is great.
Alright.
Hush is at Disneyland right now.
Wilnan looks uncomfortable. But Solly's into it. And so is Tia.
I thought we'd arranged for Wilnan and Solly to not come in.
They were ushered along by another one of the guards. Just like, well, if they're going to stay, they need to look good.
Hey now, are you saying they don't look good? That's not very nice.
Kind of look over at their clothes, which actually they do actually wear some fairly decent clothes considering that they're commoners. And they look back just like, do you really want me to answer that?
Eve looks past the frog, the bullywug, and looks over at everyone else standing over there and gives them a thumbs up.
You guys look great, don't listen to them.
Yeah. One thing you'll notice about this place is that everyone that isn't like that is clearly a guard, because a guard will have has a shiny breastplate and these little fancy hats, but all the like commoners and nobles, I guess you would call them, wear these big like poofy fancy dresses and clothes.
Victorian England fucking garb.
Yes, it is really that, but it's also muddy and mossy, so it's a bit weird. And I should also mention that on your way over here, you did notice something very strange. You saw what looked to be some kind of like small cottage that had a thundercloud captured above it. It looked very strange.
Fuck.
Yeah, up here.
Good.
In fact, I have.
While I'm being measured, I'm just going to ask them, like, what court will we belong to after returning the book?
Repeat your question.
That's cool.
The inner workings of his thing. He's asking, like, what is the name that they'll belong to after delivering the book.
So you're asking what the name of what?
His inner fucking sanctum group court, whatever the hell you want to call it. King's invitation. What will we be belong to then? Like, are we getting invited to after delivering the book?
Oh, you're being invited to the Saki Court.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Is there any in the Saki Court, like free for passage?
Well, I mean, yes, you would be able to travel about here and hither. I mean, but really, where else would you go? Not here.
No, when I first got here, there was some other places over in the distance covered in clouds or fog of some type. This is quite large.
Oh, you want to get to one of the other areas of Prismere. Well, that will prove quite difficult. Unfortunately, us members of the Sagi Court do not have such luxuries. Although, you might want to talk to the Darklings over there, if you really want to know about the other places. I think they're from Yon.
There are these Darklings.
Underneath that thundercloud.
Why are they there?
Well, that's their balloon.
Are you guys trying to mimic them?
No. They have their method of transportation. obviously there's not a lot of swamp gases in the mountain.
No, never been. You guys use balloons very often?
Oh, yes, it is a wonderful, wonderful experience. One that you will be able to enjoy yourself once you join the Soggy Court.
When we came here, it seemed like they were repairing one.
Yes.
The one.
Yes, that would be due to the escape attempt from a little bit ago.
Escape attempt.
Yes, Bavlorna had a prisoner, and fortunately we had a traitor amongst us that helped it escape.
How would someone help another person escape?
Don't know. All sorts of intrigue and political discourse happen here in the Soggy Court all the time. Something you'll get used to.
Somehow I highly doubt it, but... How long is this gonna take? Like, actually sewing up and getting everything done?
Well, they just need a little bit of rework. You have a lot of muscle on your arms. You really ought to get that checked out.
Bosch. Oh, you're gonna have a fun time with Bosch then.
Yes, his
Do not forget, the witch-like monarch requires a crown suitable to his position.
When I got it, it was a golden crown of...
They look at you confused, Gaz. Rekul. Why would he need another one?
One more fitting to his ascension to the Soggy Court. Something that has the flair of the court.
I waved my hand over my head.
You hit nothing. Just your hair.
Lean in it. Billy. Well, do you mean another one?
Well, another one in addition to the one in your head.
Lying, cause mine. Hand going over his head. There's nothing there right now.
Bosch, are you paying attention to this conversation?
Maybe peripherally.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Alright. In your peripheral, you see that Virgil seems confused and is kind of waving his hand over his head, where you don't see anything. That's all.
So, I don't know what crown you're talking about, but I don't have one. Did. It went away. Into a box. I think.
He's gonna mutter something in Sylvan, so only Bosch hears. It's just like, does being the Witchlight Monarch come with madness?
Don't speak that.
Apologies.
But we already had some memory problems, so maybe.
Kind of points at Bosch, just like, makes sense.
I mean, Virgil, you had some problems remembering stuff, right?
Wait, yeah.
Don't worry,
We're just asking if you're crazy. That's all.
I'm about to go crazy right now. Let's just get this over with. Let's go.
Don't worry. Given enough time in the Feywild, I'm certain that your madness will be cured.
He just stands there very instantly, just like, come on, let's get it over with.
Alright. Eventually, after probably about an hour, so go ahead and mark off a short rest. They would have...
I'm using hit die.
they would have your stuff ready. But if there's something that you would want to do in that hour, please go ahead and state it.
Would our Heron prisoner is still among us, right?
Right. You have. I'm gonna roll to see how brave he was at certain points.
I'm arcane recovering my 3rd level spell slot from casting Summon Lesser Demons earlier.
Alright. He would have... No, he would have stuck with you. Roll to see how brave he was during the firefight, but he isn't confident that he could get to the skiff and away fast enough. So yes, he is still with you.
I would talk to him at some point, like, sounds like boss Scarfy guy is kind of in with Pavlorna. You must be excited to go get to meet her.
Yeah, so excited. Oh God, I'm dead.
Does he not look excited?
No, he doesn't.
Just telepathically, One-Zikri would talk with Eve just a bit, like, Eve.
Yes, Verita. One's decree.
So, should I go all out?
On?
Witch. We see the witch.
Oh. We're gonna do our best not to fight her unless we absolutely have to, okay? If there is a chance that we can just be a little sneaky about it, then we should try that first. But if things go sideways in there, absolutely go all out. Give it everything you got. We're gonna need it.
Just to be clear, only when things get bad.
Only when things get bad.
Alright then.
Hopefully it won't come to that. Fingers crossed. Oh,
That means
that means you're hoping for something.
hope. We have hope.
Yeah, we've always got that.
Then yes, let's let our fingers be crossed then.
Excellent.
The telepathy link cuts off. And attach it onto Virgil. Just double checking. Master Virgil.
Fucking sucks. He's been actively thinking in his mind how miserable he is right now.
I was told by Miss Eve that I'll only go all out on the witch when it starts to go bad.
He said he'll reply to, as much as that would be very useful, we have to be somewhat conservative. We don't know how long we're going to be here. That's why I did not heal myself after the fire.
Are you saying I should be conservative with it, Master Virgil?
Your moments wisely. An opening, take it. But not throw a barrage. Unless it's life or death.
Well, let's have our fingers crossed on this then.
I expect us to fight.
And after that, it cuts off, and he just goes, just like mentally thinking, only act when things go bad. Go all out, but not all at once, and take the opportunity if you need it, or when it presents itself.
Chaucer's smart boy.
Oh yes.
Indeed. Alright, is there anything anyone else want to do during the short rest?
I'm just kind of curious, can we see what kind of clothes we're being fitted for?
The same kind of Victorian era poofy style clothing. With moss, algae, and mud to go with it.
Nice.
But alright then. The hour passes, and eventually some bullywugs come back with your guys' new clothes. Right, well, here you are. And all of you receive your soggy court clothing.
I will the attire on. And I'll ask, how exactly do we get to Madame Lorna's feet and in the center of the marsh?
Ah, well, we can take one of our rowboats out there.
Virgil will wait for everyone to get ready and eagerly, patiently at the same time. Leg constantly bouncing up and down.
Alright. Virgil, could I have you roll me a d6? Five. As you're sitting there, kind of bouncing your leg up and down, kind of uncomfortably shifting in these clothes, you notice they have pockets, surprisingly. And there's a note inside yours.
I will... Is anyone around me?
There's quite a few people, although they mostly are in this kind of like murky water area. Just kind of chit-chatting about.
I find some place that's somewhat secluded from people. Maybe like 10 feet away or 15 feet away from someone.
Sure.
Do you
And,
put Veritas down?
You would have been just resting next to me, wherever I was sitting. And he'll get up and go over his hand in his pocket nonchalantly and then pull out the note, look around, and just hear what it says.
Alright. You open up the note, and in beautiful, almost cursive kind of writing, you see some what you would assume to be words of a language that you don't understand.
The receipt. Sale. Don't.
Buy one, get one free coupon?
Is this the invitation to the Soggy Court? Because if so, it's really shittily done. Like, I thought black or something. Oh, this is a waste of time. He's just gonna fold it up and back in his pocket, I guess.
Alright.
Back to his seat. Down. Bouncing again. Like, just let's get this fucking over with. You're at the doctor's office.
Alright. Eventually, the attendant that you saw next to King Gullop comes in just like, well, preparations are set. You are all dressed quite elegantly. If you would follow me to the docks, we will proceed onward to Miss Brightstraw's cottage. Without needing to roll insight, you can see that he's a little nervous having to be the one to take you over there.
Eve pipes up at this point and says, you know, we're kind of a big group to all crowd into a boat. We can row ourselves over there if you don't want to crowd in with all of us.
Well, roll a persuasion check.
We do generally take care of the Lord's travel and, you know, accommodations, so we're used to it. Persuasion?
Yes, persuasion. All right. With a 22, that's a good point. I think that can be done. Plus, you'll row back when you're done. Suppose I should hand you this, and he will hand you, Eve, the book of scrolling up to where
Bad blood.
Big Book of Bad Blood.
She
Did it
takes
say anything about not reading it?
warily. Does she have long sleeves on her new outfit? The poofy, long, trailing kind, or not?
I would say that you would have been able to kind of guide a little bit of how its design goes. But
Cool.
but it is puffy and it is frilly.
Fair enough. Eve is not against puffy or frilly, unlike my last character, so she's cool with it.
Alright.
She does use her frilly sleeves as kind of like oven mitts to take this book, because she doesn't trust just handling strange books anymore.
Fair enough. Yes. You take the book. Alright, well, should still show you to the dock. And he will attempt to guide you to the dock. As your group starts to leave the area, Tia will address Bosch. I think it might be best if I stayed here to look after Wilnen and Sully. What do you think?
I don't know how much I trust all these people yet, although it's nice to... Is that they offered they could stay here. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can talk to me from that distance. If anything goes down, let you know. You can tell me.
Right. Do be careful. If I notice anything going on, I'll you can see her kind of weighing things, just like, because you can tell she really wants to say that she's going to come help you, but that would also imply that she'd be abandoning Wilnen and Sally. She seems a bit torn.
Don't worry, you should stay with them. I'm sure they're okay. I mean, if something real bad happens to us, then it's just going to be you.
Well, nothing bad is going to happen to you. Alright? You hear me?
Right. Got this.
Yeah. You got this.
And I'll see you soon.
You better. She kind of gives you a hug. Alright, get going. And you guys head off to the docks. Last call for anything anyone wants to do before I move on with the scene.
Are we forgetting something, guys? I feel like we're forgetting something.
I was trying to subtly point out we still have our Heron gone captive.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, he's coming.
Do we
with.
want to break?
At least I think. I mean, if we leave him here, they could let him go.
Alright, so what? We got the book to deliver, which we just got. We got the head to get, which we just got. All our pre-existing quests deal with, like, further shit in this hellhole of the Feywild. Like, can't think of anything we're missing.
I will say probably the only thing that would have some kind of merit to going to investigate would be that thundercloud balloon, because they had mentioned that there are 2 people from Yon over there, which was the other Prismeer location.
You don't speak the native tongue, so I'm not gonna go.
I mean,
Would tell the party about creepy weather balloon.
I mean, if you want me to go talk to him, for sure be able to talk to him.
That is entirely up to you, Bosch. I'm not going to tell you what to do of all people. One, because you could push me like a bug, but 2, have other things to do, so if you feel like talking to them, possibly bartering is a bad thing here. Got the material plane, not that bad. Here it's like, don't do it.
It's risky. It can be done. We actually did some of that with the trees back in Telemony Hill and all that. So, not
Remember correctly, that was mostly you.
yeah. Well, point is, you can do it. You just have to be really, really careful.
Take the
And-
shot if you can. But only when things get bad. But don't do it all at once.
It sounds like if we find people who need something, and it's a good time to barter with them. We're talking to somebody who doesn't really need anything we've got, then probably not going to get a good deal.
That's true. But if those people are from Yon, then they must be able to travel back and forth. It could potentially be a way to get to where we're going without having to actually deal with Ms. Bavlorna.
Do keep in mind that there was no guarantee that these individuals weren't in the employ of the hag.
That's true.
We also kind of already told Crackle Claw, or whatever his name is, Clabber Claw, we were going to help him out. We told the king that we were going to help. We just decide to peace out. It's kind of rude.
That's true. Definitely no take backsies here.
You know what? Actually, I think we probably should. So, a very leisurely stroll over to, thanks.
So, where now? What?
I think we should go talk to the Darklings, just take our time getting there.
Why's that?
I'll have to find out on the way there. Rather not do anything vicinity. Maybe when it's a little bit less
Okay.
Tillian.
Sure. Say no more. Alright, well, I guess let's do that then. Before we go.
The attendant who is standing there, waiting to guide you to the boat.
What?
We are amphibians, sir.
Okay, well, you know what? First time here in Prismere. First time talking to whatever you are.
I'm a bullywug,
Give me
sir.
some slack, please. Never seen one, ever. I come from a place that has a lot of strange things happen. Don't take this offensively. Talking frogs is not one of them, so I apologize. My vernacular.
Apology accepted.
As you have seen, the witch-like monarch suffers bouts of madness, so you'll have to excuse some of the more interesting statements that he makes.
I can see that.
Very true at this point.
But don't worry, sometime in the Feywild we'll cure anyone of madness.
How? Oh, exactly. Ink here does it.
Yes.
Does it cure them of madness, or just turns their madness?
Well,
Different type.
I guess it varies from person to person. But yes, stay here long enough in the Feywild, and the Feywild will have its way with you.
See, Virgil, we could just leave you here, come back and get you later. And you can let us know how the experience has changed you.
Aren't you the one that had a vision of all of us?
Yes. We have foreseen one possible future, but things change. And you do seem to very much enjoy it here.
Oh, I'm so gonna kill your coal. Start walking off.
Alright. Do you walk
Going
off?
to get. If there is a way to. Assuming we're going. Oh, like this
It's right over
route. Yeah. Assuming we're taking this route. Go this route. Me if I'm wrong.
You would see that this area right here appears to be a jail cell of some kind.
Huh.
And that to get to the thundercloud balloon, you'd have to go around this building.
We're taking a rowboat regardless.
By the way, Darklings.
Yes.
So you've read about those?
Roll an Arcana.
No.
You would know one thing. You would know that Darklings are typically associated with the Winter Court.
Oh.
Typically.
While we're walking, Eve just kind of stops dead in her tracks and like grabs the arms of everyone who's near her. It's like, hey guys, maybe this isn't such a great idea after all.
Why not?
I'm confused.
Anyone in earshot?
On your way there, you would actually see that there's not really anyone around. Seems like most of them like to congregate inside the building.
Well, I just remembered something. I was racking my brain for where I'd heard of Darklings before, and they're usually associated with the Winter Court, from what I can recall.
Cool.
But maybe they're friends with Grey Malkin.
Fuck her. Oh, she pissed me off.
I mean, she's not exactly... sure, she's coincidentally aligned currently, but we did kind of whisk away an important artifact under her nose, with her knowing about it. So I don't know if we're really on good terms with this court at the moment.
Who are we on good terms with, Eve? As we step foot here, it's just been chaos.
Yes, but we've made friends as well.
And
The
remember
Inn
that
lady?
Jingle Jangle and Sir Talavar and the trees and Telemany Hill.
maybe
And
we're
And
not
this
pessimistic,
fine
but
fellow, she gestures to the Harangon who's still unfortunately stuck with us.
No, he's still on my shit list right now because his leader hit me and then dipped. I'm not happy about that. What a prick you follow, just so you know.
Yeah, what a prick.
All that
You
is kind
seem-
of fun that he just agrees to everything.
Does he seem sincere at all? Is he a little
Roll-
begrudging?
Roll insight.
I mean, his leader did leave him behind.
Oh, you rolled. I just didn't see it. I'm blind. Yes, the both of you can tell that he actually does mean it. He actually is kind of upset with Longscarf. But you think it might be for more reasons than just being left here.
Put a pin in that real quick. We got other things that matters.
I mean, Sir Tollivar didn't recognize us, and whole summer court thing, they just want to murder me. Maybe some other winter court guys wouldn't even have ever heard of us either.
Well, there's no time like the present to find out.
Do you want me to just wait around the corner and you guys can go without me?
Well, considering the fact that you're really the only one who speaks the native tongue here, I don't think that's really an option. Unless they speak common, but there's no real guarantee about that.
I'll have to travel together. If
Yeah.
just one person goes off, we don't know what will happen. Remember, the carnival buddy system. Problem is, we're all the buddies. Like, big fucking group.
Right.
For now, I'll stand in the back.
Max, I got a question for you.
What's that?
We met the fairy dragon, Sir... can't remember his name.
Talivar.
Talivar. He was in a cage, and he had a co-pilot that was eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say his co-pilot... what's his name again?
His co-pilot.
Or actually his pilot, since...
Did he tell us the name of the pilot?
I had a conversation with him, but I kept telling him to shut up.
He did tell you the name of his pilot. It was, at least I think he did. But
He definitely mentioned it, but then Virgil was like, shut up.
Yeah, Willy Wog.
And I was like, just shut up.
Or Wiggle Wog.
Wiggle Wog. Okay.
Wiggle Wog.
He is definitely not a bullywog.
I mean, you don't know.
Yes, my
Be a tadpole.
bullywug pilot Wiggle Wog. Ah, shame.
Did Virgil connect the dots of that he possibly escaped here?
I mean, Sir Talivar straight up told you that he escaped Bavlorna's cottage.
Remember he said he... remember one, and that's about it. Okay. Probably talking about him is not the best idea in regards to as a...
Probably not.
Yeah, they have been
Probably
talking
not.
about him as a traitor.
We don't know that guy. Never met him. Doesn't exist. So, at this point, the Winter Court's about the only court that's we know isn't our direct enemy, but at the same time, they're just sketchy as fuck. The Summer Court, above board, we know once Bosch dead. I wasn't
Wait.
there for the elf fight, so I don't know anything about that.
To be fair, although Grey Malkin a few times, I mean, and it didn't deliver that much. At other times, she super helped us out.
Maybe she also took a child. Winter Court.
I mean, she helped us out after, doing something that we don't like. Nobody picked cards out of her deck. So did Veritas. Bad shit could have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
At
okay,
this point-
Veritas?
I'm fine there, Miss Eve.
Okay, just making sure.
And
Being a sword
Mirages-
strenuous on you?
No. Just focusing. Mirages when the chance comes, and when the situation gets bad, take it.
Oh boy.
But
As you see him like even like the hilt's kind of like straining, like he is definitely hyper focused on what you've told him.
It seems your madness has passed on to your weapon.
It's contagious, and he just like puts his finger out towards Gaz. If I touch you, you get it.
Keep fingers to ourselves, lest we lose one or two.
I can heal it. It's fine.
Gaz
need to
starts
just-
walking.
Oh god. I'm not touching you.
All right. You
I think we need to talk to the Darklings. We have to have multiple options.
maybe not need, but you'll see.
Want to.
You'll see. You approach.
Kind of curious who's in prison too.
Bet. Well, alright then. Approaching this enormous this big black balloon floats over the lake, tugging at its moorings. Beneath it hangs a basket made of black wicker and wood, which serves as a merchant's stall. A large pane of gray glass is drawn closed across an opening above the counter. A sign mounted above the window reads, "Wondrous wares and fair fares." And the balloon is obviously not made of fabric, but is a roiling dark rain cloud that is somehow contained between the lines and netting. And from behind the gray glass, you see two ashen-skinned, pointed-featured creatures kind of poke out. Say, "Oh, hello. Yes, hello. Welcome to Wondrous Wares and Fair Fares. I'm Trinket, this is Bobble, and welcome to our shop."
Oh, thank you very much. What a lovely shop you've got. Wow, very impressive.
I know, right? Oh, yes, indeed.
What are they selling?
Yeah, what manner of interesting wares do you have?
Oh, all sorts of things, my dear lass.
Ooh.
We have this very good thimble, fingertip not included. We have a mug of Brumble beer, has a nice sting to it. Some dusk mallow pie with decorative bite marks. A bundle of dry wood, excellent for starting fires.
That seems normal.
Some ink portraits. If we have to look at you, so should you. As well as a moonlit monocle, you know, for when you don't want to fumble around in the darkness any longer. And we also have this little butterfly earrings. Or ear cuffs, I should rather say. For when you need to hear the fair language. And a rock. And they pull out this rock, and it's like looking at a disco ball. This thing is like shining with these flashing lights and like multicolored and just like, yeah, it's really colorful. If you want it, please get, I don't know.
My, what a wide assortment of goods.
Ah, but only the finest here. And they are quite cheap, too.
Oh. What's the going rate for example, those butterfly ear cuffs?
Ah, that's the best part. It is the customer's choice between two things that me and Bobble like. See, this is Trinket speaking, I like to collect marbles, and I like to collect different colors for those marbles. So if you wanted to trade with me, I would take your eye color. And if you were to trade with me, I would merely want the pep in your step.
That's interesting.
Tiny rock.
A raspy voice. You could hear just like kind of containing his excitement behind your ear, Virgil, and you could hear it to you.
My, you fellas have very specific tastes.
That we do. So, is there anything that catches your eye?
Well,
I do like it. It has such a lovely shade of amber.
oh, why, thank you. That's very sweet of you. You've got such a wide selection. I think my companions might want to discuss and deliberate for a bit. So,
Oh, please do.
in the meantime, I am really just fascinated by this interesting contraption of yours. How does it work like that? With the thundercloud?
Ah, our balloon? Why, it works off of electricity. Something in quite abundance back in the mountains of Yon, but it's a little bit rare here, so we had to bring our own.
Oh my, all the way from Yon, are you?
Yes. Us and our boss charm.
Interesting. That's quite a ways away. Are you able to go back and forth as you please, or are you kinda stuck here?
We can move about as we please. We are currently here doing business with Bavlorna. Our boss is currently talking to her, negotiating kind of, and they look at each other and give this wide smile. Trade.
Oh. You guys interested in her eye color?
Oh no, we are trading for something else. Not really your business, though.
Oh, I'm just curious. I love stories. Fun way to pass the time.
It is, isn't it?
Glances over at everyone else and raises her eyebrows.
Any rock.
What does the moonlit monocle do?
Are you asking Max or Trinket?
Max.
They have the properties of the Goggles of Night. Which you guys do have a pair, but currently they are strapped around Eve.
And you
Just
got
curious.
3 heads.
And this would be a monocle of night.
Oh boy.
Fancy.
It's like, I kind of want to give away my eye color just for the image of my head of all three of them trading the monocle like the Fates do in Hercules.
Oh my god. That would be... Oh, I'd be fucking sick.
I was just imagining the heads fighting over it.
Yes, and the real reason I want you here, because they are offering this ear cuff, which will allow you to which when you attune to this item, this ear cuff that is in the shape of a butterfly wing, it will allow you to both understand and speak Sylvan.
Yep, I figured. That sounds real convenient.
Just give up your eye color.
But
Or some pep in your step, which by the way, that is she'll take away your ability to dance.
ooh.
Easy trade.
Yeah, no shit. Ed Schwartz got that in the bag.
Let's go!
We can't dance? Fucking it's free. Give it here.
Hey, Virgil, Khazra Cool, can you guys spot me?
Do the trade, and
theoretically.
Oh yes, and
the Darklings are like, this is broken.
Yes. And then the last item, the rock, is a Feywild shard.
Ooh.
I don't know what that does.
What that means.
Don't eat it.
Well,
Veritas can eat that.
when a sorcerer attunes to this item, they can, when they cast a spell, force a wild magic surge to happen.
Oh!
Veritas is looking at that rock.
Yeah, I know you are.
This is the perfect gift for Solly.
Oh!
It is actually, because if it is given to a wild magic sorcerer specifically, they can do it as many times as they want. And I think also have advantage on it, I think.
Damn.
Oh.
Or I might be thinking of something else.
That'd be a nice gift to give to her.
Because otherwise you can only do it once per long rest if you do not have wild magic.
The items were a thimble, beer, eye, wood. Oh.
Eye.
I assume, given that description, the pie has already had a bite taken out of it.
Yes.
Decoratively, of course.
The chunk is missing. Picture it.
I mean, a thimble without a fingertip is actually a thing. Real life. But I have no clue what this thimble actually does.
The butterfly ear cuff is obviously... Need someone else that has that, especially Eve or myself.
It will be obvious to everyone who can cast spells, which is all of you, that only the last 3 items are actually of any value. The rest of them are mundane. So, I mean, if you want some used duskmetal pie or a bundle of dried wood, sure, go for it. But, yeah, the last 3 items are the ones that have any value.
I mean, pie does sound pretty delicious. I mean, eye color seems like a fair trade for pie.
You also don't know what duskmallow is? Or duskmallow?
Yeah.
I'm willing to give up the butterfly cuff or the face shard.
We were also specifically instructed by Eve not to eat anything, so...
That got
I
redacted.
took that back.
We are allowed to eat stuff here.
The ban was lifted.
Veritas
Also-
the Feywild.
Veritas wants to eat the Feywild.
I did
Dance and
say
eye
I would.
color?
We should totally get at least 2 things, because Khazra Cool and
Okay, cool.
Virgil can give up their ability to dance.
I can give up my eye color. My eyes are fucking red.
Oh, it might.
Could be an improvement. Who knows?
It might actually be
funny-
beneficial for you if you don't like that eye color.
Theoretically, though, I have optometry. I could have my eyes whatever fucking color I want.
I feel like it wouldn't work like that if you did this.
In a
But
funny
I-
way, we're much richer than you guys at this specific store because we have 3 sets of eyes.
But does it
Are they
take
all the
one
same
pair
color?
or all of them?
You know, it wasn't specifically said, but there are 3 heads. 3 sets of eyes.
There's some argument there because different heads have their own volition. They have
Oh
to
yeah,
cooperate
guys are
for you to
cool
do
as 3
stuff.
people.
I mean, it makes more sense for the middle one to be the one to give up their eye color, considering the fact that then it would at least be symmetrical.
Or we could drive the world insane with our asymmetry.
Oh, gods.
Yeah, so, who is offering which item? So the butterfly ear cuff, is that the eye or the dance?
You can trade either.
Either. It's your choice.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Also, have to
Uh,
say, I'm
don't
standing
dance.
in the back and not talking because you asked me not to, or that there was an understanding not to be involved. That wasn't the case. I would totally just buy the earring, give it to Tia, because I think she likes jewelry.
Oh,
Oh, Bosh.
oh, I love them
I'm
both
standing in
so
the back, kind of vibrating with
Heartwarming.
indecision.
I'll gladly trade dancing for the ear cuff.
Well, humble merchants, we find ourselves greatly interested in this monocle here, and are more than willing to give exactly 1 pep in our step in exchange.
Yeah.
Shiny Rock! Shiny Rock!
You hear the high-pitched voice as the sword
Okay.
comes up.
What color?
Mm,
For Shiny Rock?
3. Okay.
You want one of my marbles, sword?
Shiny Rock!
Well, I guess I could trade a marble for a marble. Of course, I don't think you have any eyes to trade.
Sword can't manifest an eye.
No, my sword is talking kid again.
If you the sword will manifest an eye from the hilt looking at you with a purple hue.
Oh, a rare color indeed. I don't think I've come across anything with purple eyes. Very well, you may have your choice of marble. There seems to be a very general spread of colored marbles. There's no exotic colors like red or purple, but there is like general colors like green, blue, brown.
And these are the... okay.
Oh, so you don't give an eye color as much as you swap an eye color?
No, for Veritas is very specifically asking for one of the marbles.
I thought he was asking for the Feywild shard.
He said shiny rock.
Yes, I
It was
did.
not specific.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
specific enough.
Oh, you want the rock? Sorry. Just looking at my marbles. But certainly, if you wish to give your eye color for this shard, then I will happily take it.
Jenny Rock.
Alright. You be mine. And you see that this colorless marble in her fingers will start to kind of fill in with this cloudy ink that turns purple. And you watch as the eye that Veritas manifested is drained of its color, and his iris turns transparent. And Veritas, no matter what, any eye or eyes that you manifest will always be transparent.
All right.
Transparent, like you can see right through his skull?
No, his iris, which is just the
Ederex.
I guess. So I guess that would basically mean that his eyes are now colorless. Like it's just there'd be a pupil and then all white. I believe would how that would look.
That's not creepy.
Y'all are like,
So
it would be an improvement for me.
so
okay.
so literally he got cartoon eyes now.
Oh,
Perfect.
buddy. I'm sorry I asked.
And Veritas, go ahead and add a Feywild shard to your inventory.
All right. As you see the hilt, pop it open. Pop open the hilt and put it in his inventory.
Any of the rest of you interested in trade?
We find ourselves interested in this monocle and are willing to offer the pep in our step.
Oh, excellent. Bobble produces a wooden marionette from underneath the table. And you're certain? No refunds?
If the conditions are exactly as described,
Yes. Have at it.
All right. And they will start making the little wooden marionette start dancing on the countertop, uttering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And guys are cool. You have no rhythm in your feet. You can no longer dance. And they slide the monocle over to you. Enjoy it.
Pleasure doing business.
and they reach forward and they put the monocle onto Cool's right eye.
All right. The world gets a bit clearer.
Glorious. I will add the goggles to my...
In addition, do you look at your party members? Kind of showing it off?
You know what? Yeah.
All right. As you look at Virgil, you see that there is a beautiful golden crown upon his head.
Huh. Mental communication passes between them, and they snicker.
Any other trade amongst you? It is awfully quiet. Contemplating?
I think I'm all set. Thank you very much, though.
Virgil, you gonna dance for the earring?
I'm contemplating. Because if you give up the ability to dance, it's fine, but am I giving up the ability to follow any form of rhythm, which means I wouldn't be able to enjoy music ever?
No, you would still be able to enjoy music. You just, like you just, it's the weird thing. You could tap, like, your fingers on, like, a table, but you wouldn't be able to tap your foot.
Air drums, cool. Yeah, thinks it'd be creepier after seeing what the fuck happened. One's decree. Using eye color, that would just be terrifying. So he's going to approach and point towards the your cuff and say, I'm not much of a dancer anyway, so take it.
Oh, well, then. Nothing much then lost, I guess. And once again, we'll pull out another wooden marionette, repeating the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of dance for this marionette, and gives you the butterfly cuff. And, Virgil, you are no longer able to dance.
Turn around and just send it to Eve.
Oh, for me?
It's best if you're able to understand and speak native tongue.
Oh.
As he
Fair.
does that, he's going to the note he found, kind of palm it to hers.
All right. Thanks, Pops.
Very kind of you, Virgil.
Just gonna bend down to her level. That again. Captain.
While he's down, Gazrakul's going to ruffle his hair and attempt to take the crown off.
Ooh.
Your hand passes through the crown.
Worth a shot.
Fuck are you doing? I didn't expect you to be touchy-feely.
Just admiring the pure white sheen of your empty, lifeless hair follicles.
Good Jack.
I mean, do you allow it, Josh?
To insight? I'll contest it, I suppose. What is the...
You could easily beat it. I roll really shitty.
I would say that'd be deception.
Well, it's a -1, so... Ah!
No, damn.
Yeah, you were close too, man.
You could tell that he improvised that answer. He clearly was expecting a different result than what he got.
Roll. 6. Lifeless dead hair. Just look at him, side-eyed. Alright. Be sure there's plenty of people that have potions to help you grow your own if you wish it.
No, we would not sully our fine crested heads with something so pedestrian as hair.
Maybe a nice waxed mustache like Sir Talavar's.
I mean, you could wear 3 different hats. Think about that.
Or have 3 different hairstyles.
Headwear is another matter entirely. We have been told by our compatriots that we are each individually quite dashing in top hats, but those have been in short supply.
And see if they have some form of hat wear here. Wish.
You,
Sure I can swing it.
you see the 2 Darklings kind of snicker at that.
bet it's hard to find 3 identical top hats.
Oh, you'd be surprised there, Green One. If you ever find your way to yon, do come by the Matterhorn. The theater there is to die for.
We have heard it said.
The old voice thing, go.
Okay.
We have heard it said that it is quite difficult to travel between the realms. Would you have any suggestions to ease our passage if we were to seek passage to yon?
Well, you'd probably have to either speak to our boss Charm, although good luck with that, or perhaps somehow convince one of the hags to let you pass. You'll find that some of them are amicable, but I imagine that right now your only choice is Bavlorna, and she's, well, a bit stuck in the moment.
Moment might that be?
Well, right now. And right now. And right now.
It's the fun part. It's always right now.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you see Ra nod in understanding to himself.
And I also
He gets it.
roll insight for them talking about. Were they being vaguely threatening about visiting Yon?
Go ahead and roll an insight. Yeah, there was a vague threat. But not necessarily, like, directed at you. Just kind of a general sense. Like, there is a theater, but, don't let your guard down.
We'll kill you.
I mean, that's this entire place.
Exactly.
Theater!
I love the theater.
Oh, yes, the theater. Oh, yes.
I believe we have an appointment that we need to
Yes, they have an
accomplish.
excellent lyre player there. Little dwarf thing. Oh, what was his name? A recent addition. I'm sure it'll come to me.
That's what Shobu plays, right? But who knows if he's allowed to play music wherever he is now.
Poor little devil caught in the winds of fate. Oh, well, thank you for your time, good merchants. Sunshine on your scales, darklings. We must be on our way.
All right. As you walk away, Trinket snaps his fingers, like, Tavik, that was his name.
Son of a fucking... I fucking knew it.
What's a topic?
And Eve,
Sounds like Eve thing.
you recognize that name. After all, how could you not?
Eve kind of stops and just slowly turns on her heel.
What did you say?
Tavik. His name is Tavik. This little dwarf fellow. Bit up in his years, but he's an excellent lyre player and I have to say, one of the mistress's more, better acquisitions.
She kind of like stares for a minute before, like, pacing back and stopping in front of them and saying,
Acquisitions? How did the mistress happen across this individual?
Oh, like she does with all of her actors and performers. They made a deal.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll get the chance to go take a listen.
Maybe. Although, good luck with that. Bavlorna is unreasonable at best. And Charm is very busy. I doubt you can negotiate anything with her. And we're just a couple of darklings here on this balloon. But hey, stranger things happen here in the Feywild.
Yeah, you never know. Anyway, we gotta be going, but thanks for everything. You fellas have a lovely day.
Mm-hmm. Best of luck to you, all of you. And as they chuckle and cackle to themselves, seeing the delightful reaction they got from you, Eve. And as you walk towards the docks to meet with your first hag of the Feywild, that is where we will end tonight's session.